and medicine manufacturing. Dr. A. Srimukund sir served as lecturer in the Department of RSPK at Ayurveda Medical College and Research Center, Davangere, and served as reader in the Department of RSPK at KPSVS Ayurveda Medical College, Mumbai, and Ashwini Ayurveda Medical College and Research Center, Mumbai. Currently, sir is working as chief physician at Sripayu Ayurveda Center and CEO of RESAL, which is a manufacturing unit of specialty Ayurvedic medicines. Sir has secured several grants, awards, and prizes, which includes Best Paper Award at National Conference on Shastra held at Koppa, Best Paper Presentation Award, Dabur Ayur Medha Award, etc. Sir has achieved a grant from CCRS for the work of pharmaceutical analytical study of Pittalpasmi. And he has secured numerous prizes in state level, district level debates, elocutions, and essay writing competitions. He has presented many posters and papers in seminars held in national and international. More than that, he has conducted mass awareness and free medicine distribution programs on prevention of dengue fever in association with Bharat Vikas Parishad, District Level Service Authority for Police Officers Association, etc. Moreover, he has conducted mass awareness and free medicine distribution program in prevention of H1N1 also. So, I would like now to invite Dr. A. Srimukund sir to give a speech on application of simple and effective resources in general practice. Thank you. Over to you, sir. Hello, Srimukund. Hello, Madan sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Madan sir. Yes, sir. Srimukund sir. Sir, you can start.
Sir, now
Yeah.
Srimukund sir is start presentations.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay. Can you share the slides?
Yes, sir. Sir, the PPT is
Om
visible
Shri
to all, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Om Dhanvantarim Ramanatham Sarvaroga Nivarakam Ayurveda Pravaktaram Vande Piyushadayakam. Bowing my head in the feet of Lord Dhanvantari and Lord Rudra, the Adidevata of Rasa Shastra, and also I bow my head in the feet of Guruji Parama Pujya Malladihalli Raghavendra Swamiji, and also I thank the principal and the management of Sri Raghavendra Ayurveda Medical College Malladihalli for providing me an opportunity to present humbly in the feet of Lord Dhanvantari few words. I think my presentation will benefit all students, house surgeons, practitioners, and postgraduates. Next slide. Basically, when the word comes Rasaushadhis, the practice of Rasaushadhis, almost students and fresh practitioners will feel scared because they hear some of the things that Rasaushadhis will cause nephrotoxicity, Rasaushadhis will cause hepatotoxicity, Rasaushadhis are having a metallic, that is unturned molecules. It may harm the body. That's why it's very difficult to practice Rasaushadhis. Like that, a fear or phobia will be there with a special reference to Rasaushadhis. Whenever a person feels so, it is our responsibility to take away those notions which are called as wrong notions. That's why I am putting forth some of the research data in front of you so that we can feel that all Rasaushadis, if prepared in a proper manner, which are explained in classics without deviating from the standard operative procedures, we can succeed in the clinical practice. We should not have fear in practicing Rasaushadis. Next slide. Because we are converting a complex molecule into a simple and effective molecule by adopting so many procedures. Primarily, whether it is a simple mineral, whether it is a metal, whether it is parada, whether it is a compound of parada, whether it is a Vishayukta Rasaushadhi, before designing the drug or before making the combination, we are performing very important procedures like Shodhana, like Samskara, like Marana. We are performing very specific procedures. As you are well aware, Shodhana, Uddishtair Aushadaihi Sardaihi, Kriyate Peshanadikam, Malam Vichittaye Yattu, Shodhanam Tadhyochate. Why we are performing Shodhana? Specific word here in the Rasatarangini reference I have uttered. He says Mala Vichittaye Yattu. That is, Mala is an external or physical Mala or internal toxin, that is, we call it as Visha. We are nullifying it or we are reducing it drastically so that whatever therapeutic dosage we want to formulate, that should not contain any unwanted toxin or unwanted impurity which is going to cause damage to the body. That's why we are, the first and foremost procedure is Samanya Shodhana and Vishesha Shodhana we are performing to the Rasadravyas. Second one is Samskara. Samskaro hi gunantaradhanam uchyate. To give wanted gunas which are having therapeutic properties, we want to introduce into the therapy or into the dosage form. That's why we are performing so many samskaras to introduce the wanted gunas. That's why samskaro hi gunantaradhanam uchyate. Some of the samskaras are like bhavana, yat churanitasya dhatvadehe dravaihi sampeshya bhavanam tanmatam vignaihi bhavana cha nigadyate. We are continuously triturating the dravya, shodhita dravya with wanted material. Either it is drava or dravya, so that we are introducing some of the qualities to the dravya, so that unwanted qualities will nullify and wanted qualities are introduced. Like that, so many samskaras have been mentioned. It is regarding general rasa dravyas, particularly for rasa, that is parada, ashta samskaras are mentioned. It is very much necessary to perform ashta samskara like Svedana, Mardana, Murchana, Uttapana, Patana, Rodana, Niyamana and Deepana. These are 8 samskaras. Without performing 8 samskaras, and after that one particular samskara is there, that is called as Jarana samskara, that too Shadguna Bali Jarana, Gandhaka Jarana. If we use the Rasaushadhi, it is going to cause Vaigunya Pradatvat. It may cause Vigunata or damage to the body. That's why samskaras are very good tools to improve the drug, to detoxify it, and for making it to a homogeneous substance to the body. Third one is Marana. That is by giving puta. Rasopalasa lohadehe pakamana pramanavit. The particular material will have certain pakamana. If we perform that pakamana, the pakamana can be cross reference can be taken like Gajaputa, Mahaputa, Kapotaputa, Kukutaputa, Laguputa, like that. By Puta, we are giving Agni Samskara to the Dravya so that we are performing Marana. Marana is the innate physical and chemical properties are completely changed and therapeutic values are introduced to the Dravya. By these Shodhana, Samskara and Marana, we are totally converting a raw material into a very good bioavailable, bioassimilable end product. That's why I mentioned simple procedure. Simple is converting a complex into the simple and effective dosage form we have designed. Because of all these procedures we are performing, we need not worry. We need not be scared to administer the end product. Next slide, please. And also, to the above version, we are also supporting the designing of the drug with some strengthening agents like I have already explained Bhavana, I have already mentioned Jarana. Then for some of the materials like Abraka, if not processed well, in Rasaratna Samuchaya he says, Meham Mandanalam Charet, that is Abraka Basma, if not properly prepared, it is going to cause diabetes mellitus as well as Mandagni, that is metabolic disorders will manifest. That's why utmost precautions are taken while converting raw Abraka into the end product. That's why we are using Amruti Karana and Lohiti Karana to improve the quality of the drug, to take away the toxic effect. These are some of the drug strengthening tools while designing a drug. Next slide. We will see some classifications of Rasadravyas based on combination. We are using single Dravyas like Shodhita Gairika, Shodhita Gandhaka, Shodhita Kasisa, Shodhita Tankana, Shodhita Manashila, like that. Single Dravyas can be used. That is one classification. Another one is herbo mineral preparations, combination of herbal material along with mineral, that is Rasadravyas. It may be Maharasa, Uparasa or Sadharana Rasa. Next classification is herbo metallic preparations. Is it audible? Am I audible?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Herbo metallic preparations. That is a combination of herb as well as metallic preparations like Dhatu Varga. It may be Swarna Bhasma, it may be Rajata Bhasma, it may be Tamra Bhasma, Loha Bhasma, Mishra Lohas like Kansya Bhasma, Pittala Bhasma, Vartaloha Bhasma, like that. So many metallic preparations are there, their combination. Then herbo mineralo metallic preparations like yogas. It may be like Arogya Vardhini Vati, it may be like Chandra Prabhavati, where in Arogya Vardhini Vati, minerals are there, metals are there, and herbs are also there. Like Tamra Bhasma is there, Katukyadi, Aushadis are there, like that. Herbo, mineralo, metallic preparations. Then Visha combination products. Vishavarga Dravyas are mentioned, like Vatsanabha Visha, Kuchala Visha, Bhallataka Visha, Upavishas are there. 9 Upavishas and 1 Mahavisha, that is Vatsanabha Visha. Their combinations. Like that. Then Sagandha Rasaushadis. That is, whenever we are preparing a Rasaushadi, Sagandha is along with Gandhaka. That is, it may be Karaliya Rasayana by using Kajjali, or Parpati Rasayana, or Kupipakva Rasayana, or Kotali Rasayanas, where Gandhaka will be there. That is called as Sagandha Rasaushadis. And Nirgandha Rasaushadis, where we are not using Gandhaka along with Parada or any other dravyas. Like examples are Rasapushpa, Rasakarpura, Mugdha Rasa. These are called as Nirgandha Rasaushadis. Based on these combinations, right, we can use these combinations in practice so that very good results can be obtained in clinical practice. And also based on some process, classification have been done. That is Murchitva Haratirujam Bandhana Manabhuya Muktido Bhavati Amari Karoti Sumrutaha Ko Anyaha Karunakaraha Sutat. Murchana. Murchana is Avyabhicharita Vyadhighatakatvam Murchana. Mere combination of the drug like Parada and Gandhaka are mixed together and triturated well. This is called as Kajjali. If for 72 hours we are performing, that is Mardana, where the very important factor is shining particles must not be there. This is called as a Murchita Parada. Whatever Karaliya preparations we are using and Parpati preparation, Karaliya preparations we are using, that comes under Murchana preparation. It is Avyabhicharita Vyadhighatakatva. To alleviate the disease we are using Murchita Dravyas. Then Bandhana. Bandhana Manabhuya Muktido Bhavati. Bandhana here refers to Agni Samskara will be there so that bonding formation between Parada and Gandhaka and other moieties will be there. That is called as Bandhana. Like minimum Agni Samskara we are performing in Parpati. Maximum Agni Samskara we are performing in Kupipakva Rasayana. And also Agni Samskara with a special procedure will be there. That is Gandhaka Jarana will be there in Potali Rasayana. These will come under Bandhana category. They are Bandhit Murchitva Haratirujam Bandhana Manabhuya Muktido Bhavet. Mukti here refers to cure from the disease. Alleviating the disease is the first step. Cure to the disease is by Bandhana, and by Marana, that is Parada Marana, Murta Parada, are the other Marita Dravyas which can be used in the procedures like Rasayana. Murchitva Haratirujam Bandhana Manabhuya Muktido Bhavet Amari Karoti Sumrutaha. Amari Karana here refers to Rasayana properties. To give Rasayana properties in the patient, we have to use Marita Dravyas like Murta Parada and other Dravyas. This is one kind of classification. And also we can see how Acharyas have designed the drug. There are 4 strong pillars they have put side to side the designed drug. That is Matra. We must use Matra Purvaka. That is called as the therapeutic dose. If dose increases, it may harm the body. If dose decreases, it may not give proper result. That's why Matra Purvaka we have to administer the drug. Then Anupana is very important. How if we put a drop of Taila on the water surface, how the Taila will spread like anything on the surface of the water. In similar fashion, when drug is administered along with the Anupana, definitely it is going to reach the target area and it is going to show its results. That's the effect of Anupana. It is a must. And Pathya and Apatya Kalpanas have been explained for each and every individual Rasadravyas. If adverse drug reaction is there, its Shamana Upaya has also been explained in the classics. That's why we need not fear, we need not worry. Already Acharyas have designed the formulation in such a way that everything has been included so that we should not fear to use it in practice. Here from research article, I have collected some examples. You can go through. In the previous slide, I explained Anupana, Patya Patya, and its Upashamana Upaya also. For example, if you consider Gandhaka, Shuddha Gandho Hare Drogan, Pushtamurtyo Jaradikan, Agnikari Mahanushno, Veera Vruddhim Karoticha. It is Agnikari. If it is not properly properly purified by using Godugdha or Gogruta, it is going to cause some irritation inside the body. Daha will be there, and as well as skin disorders may manifest. At that time, we must give milk and grita for 5 to 7 days so that its adverse effect can be reduced. A practitioner must be like that. He should know what has to be given when it is administered. If any untoward adverse reaction is there, how to tackle that he must be well aware, so that we can easily practice. We should not scared while using these medicines. Consider another example, Suvarna Bhasma. While administering the Suvarna Bhasma, that is 1/8 to 1/4 rati must be given. We must take very much precaution. We should not use Bilva Phala while administering a Suvarna Bhasma preparation. If Bilva Phala or Bilvadi Gulika or any Bilva combining drug is administered, it acts like a chelating agent and it will destroy the properties of Swarana. That precaution we must take. As well, some of the Kakarashtaka Gana, especially in our practice, in our food habits, we use Kushmanda, that is Kukurbita. While preparing some rasam or sambar we use, it should not be used while consuming Swarana Bhasma. If it is consumed, so that it acts like a chelating agent. Like that, so many things very specifically Acharyas have told, we must adopt them while doing the practice so that we can obtain very good results. I am highlighting here some of the studies so that the efficacy of the drug is proven. By looking into all these aspects, we will get enormous amount of confidence so that we can practice. Chandra Prabhavati, its efficacy has been proved in diabetes mellitus, type 2 diabetes mellitus. Arogyavardhini Vati, specifically in hepatic ailments, it is very good and it has been proved. Rasasindura as Rasayana, as well as in metabolic disorder, it can be used to reverse the process of metabolic conditions. Makaradhwaja, especially it has been proved in rheumatoid arthritis, as well as an anti-stress agent it has been used. Rajata Bhasma as a very good hypnotic agent as well as analgesic agent, it has been proved. In Samira Pannagarasa, in bronchial asthma, it has been proved its efficacy. As well as Yashada Bhasma in diabetes mellitus, it has been proved. Like that, we can have so many supporting data which has been conducted in very apex bodies like CCRAS, in Indian Institute of Ayurveda, in so many national institutes. These works have been carried out. References are also available. I am highlighting here some of the proven safety and efficacy of few Ayurvedic formulation, along with the reference where the research work has been carried out, what is the result and what is the activity they have done. Next slide, please. See, you can see here in the fourth column, reference, that is where the research work has been carried out, it is there. In the first column, what are the medicaments? For example, number 1, serial number 1, Swarana Bhasma is there. It has been proved that in this research work, which is conducted by Paul W. Sharma, as I have given here the reference, they have conducted compatibility studies of Swarana Bhasma, blood compatible studies of Swarana Bhasma. Especially, it has yielded result like particles were non-cytotoxic. Cytotoxic is which is going to destroy the cell. It has been proved that it is non-cytotoxic. What are the activities they have gone through is protein adsorption, blood compatibility studies they have done so that they have ascertained its non-cytotoxic effect. Second one is they have performed Mahayogaraja Guggulu, Dr. G.S. Lavekar and Ravi Shankar sir. They have conducted this research work. It has been proved that it is very safe and the therapeutic dosage level, it will not yield any harmful effect. Heavy metal estimation and safety studies have been done in albino rats. It has been proved that it is very much safe. Third one is Yashada Bhasma. Ethnopharmacology study have been carried out on Yashada Bhasma. No bioaccumulation of zinc in major organs. No deleterious effect on kidney and liver has been proved in this research work. That is safety and bioavailability studies of Yashada Bhasma and its in-process intermediate in Swiss mice. They have carried out experimental study. It has been proved. In Loha Bhasma, acute and subacute toxicity studies have been carried out on albino rats. It has been found that it is very much safe and therapeutic dose, and also at 5 times of the therapeutic dose levels also the Loha Bhasma is very much effective and non-toxic. They have proved it. Coming to the last one, Rasamanikya, very much used in practice. Rasamanikya is a combination, it is a product of Haratala. Shodhana of Haratala must be done with Kushmanda Swarasa or Tilakshara Jala or with Churnodaka. We have to do Shodhana. After Shodhana, it has to be subjected to the procedure, classical procedure of preparation of Rasamanikya. It is extensively used in skin disorders, in Vatarakta conditions, in also asthmatic conditions. It is very much effective. It has been proved in acute and chronic toxicity studies on Rasamanikya has been carried out. The dose of 2000 mg, that is 2 gram per kg, did not produce any observable toxic effects or mortality in acute toxicity. Safety of Rasamanikya at a therapeutic dose and 5-fold therapeutic dose. What will be the therapeutic dose? Therapeutic dose is 65 to 125 mg. Its 5-fold of therapeutic dose has been tested, and it also has been proved that it is having very good therapeutic activity and not having any toxic symptoms. Like this, I have shown here in the box 10 such activities, so that why I am highlighting this is we must, by looking into all these aspects, we will get a very good confidence, so that we can practice Rasaushadhis in clinic without fear or any scarcity. Next slide, please.